Hello guys and girls listening to this is Rihapega, and these are my dogs with an announcement for you.
Make a comment for a chance to win a gift card. Also, please subscribe, share and give this video a thumbs up, it really helps.
So that being said, let's start with r/EntitledParents because we have some nice posts. So this story was shared by Hipster Fox, so Hipster Fox, thanks for sharing. There was a pool with similar rules in my grandparents' town. I went and visited them with my dad and little brother every summer. This pool was part of a sports center sort of place where if you had a pass you could come in as much as you want. The only major difference is that anyone under a certain swim ability level could only be in the deep end with what they call 3-stroke supervision. Meaning, if the child started struggling even a little, that the parent had to be able to reach them within 3 swimming strokes. I was about 7 at the time, my little brother 5. I was playing in the more shallow end with the other kids, while my brother insisted on practicing getting better at swimming in the deep end with our dad. Someone's kid ended up in the deep end too, and was just randomly floating around on his floater tube. My dad didn't really pay much mind to the kid, figuring that the young adult looking man sitting on the edge of the pool was his dad or older brother. My brother would practice swimming from end to end, and my dad would stay sorta behind him and to the side so he had room to kick the water. Well, the idiot kid ended up trying to stand on his floater, which was stupid cause it's one of those donut floaters where you are meant to lay on it and spread your weight across it. Not have your weight focus on 2 parts of it and make it unstable. He slipped and falls into the water and then panic sets in. Apparently he can't swim, or he's terrified of doing so, because he instantly tried to crawl on top of my brother, who was kinda small for his age at the time. This pissed my dad off and scared the shit out of my brother, so my dad quickly grabbed the kid and pulled him off my brother. And then it's like the kid became the embodiment of a banshee, cause he screeched and the liveliness of the pool just came to a dead silence. I noticed something was going on by where my brother was, so like the fish in water I swam over fairly quickly and somehow beat the young man that was watching the kid. My dad gestured for me to get my brother to the edge of the pool so he could calm down, cause what that punk did scared my brother shitless. As I swam next to my brother, someone grabbed my ankle and said, "Where do you think you're going?" in a demanding tone. I don't know about you, but even as a child, I hated being grabbed by my leg while I'm swimming, cause it suddenly stops me, and in this instance I got water up my nose, which I despise. Freaking out, I rotated onto my back, my ankle still in this strange man's hand, and my other leg lashes out and catches him right in the nose. Almost instantly his nose began bleeding, a cascade crimson into the pool. He looked surprised that a little girl kicked him in the face, but hey, fight or flight, right? After this idiot of the man finally registered what I did, he stuttered, "Shh, kick my nose." And this is when my dad steps, or swims, in. Mind you, my dad is rather burly, a fair mix of muscle and fat. You are lucky I'm preventing your brat from drowning himself and my son, or I would have broken your jaw for grabbing my daughter like that. This seemed to have set off a short fuse on a stick of stupid, cause oh boy did the man blow up. It's like he revealed his final transformation to be entitled parent.
My son was just fine until your little shit dragged him off. My son had a right to climb on top of him.
What? At this time the lifeguard seems to have noticed the slowly spreading cloud of red in the pool and blows his whistle for everyone to get out of the pool. And then they surround the scene on the edge of the pool like sharks. The lifeguard comes over and asks what the problem was while totally picking up my little brother out of the pool and putting him on his back. Spoiler alert, the lifeguard was my older cousin working on getting some sort of scout's badge. That demon of a child dragged my son off of his floater. My son can't swim, so he panicked, and now they are accusing that little shit of my son trying to drown him. And she kicked my nose for no reason. At this point, being the big sister I was, I get ticked off. The lying about what I did didn't bother me. What got me to me was the name calling and cussing directed at my little brother, so I did the only logical thing that came to my mind. No name calling or cussing at my little brother. And then I wrapped my arms and legs around the man and sunk my teeth as hard as I could into my shoulder. Let's take this as a chance to inform you that I have some pretty decent canine teeth. My cousin quickly set my brother down and jumped in, trying to pull me off the man. But I was pissed and had a dead grip. My dad had to put the man's son at the edge of the pool and use the dreadful name on me to get me to stop. "She bit me! You all saw it! She bit me!" he howled out, cradling his now bleeding shoulder as he tried to get sympathy from the crowd. But someone called out, "I will too, if you call my little brother names and cuss at him." This caused him to turn red in the face. I'm surprised he had any spare blood to go that red in the face. Well, he deserves it for pulling my son off the floaty and trying to drown him. Me, being the child I was, pointed at the camera overlooking the deep end. The eye of God knows the truth. My parents told me to never be naughty and to never lie because the cameras, or as they told me were called, the eyes of God, see everything that happens. My cousin looked to the camera and smiled, knowing what I meant. Yes, all 5 of you follow me. Let's see what the eye of God saw. At this, the man finally seems to pale, but he complied and followed, knowing there was no way out. Seriously though, there is only one exit for the pool, and it's on the other end of it. So the eye of God footage reveals it all. I got a slap of the wrist for biting him, but not for kicking, since that got classified as self-defense. He got banned from the pool, not only for lying, but also for breaking the 3-stroke supervision and sent to the hospital. So yeah, definitely one of my more memorable summers. Don't you just love it when these kind of stories have a happy ending where the entitled parent gets what he or she deserved? This is one of those stories that I really enjoy. My baby is dying, you stupid cow! As a medicine student, I have tons of stories with entitled parents, but this one is the most recent one. Beforehand, I would like to apologize for any grammar/vocabulary mistakes, as I'm not a native speaker. Parentheses, guys and girls listening, well, you know what you got into if you're watching this video, but yeah, sorry in advance for any of my, mistakes of pronunciation. But anyway, let's continue. As a part of my studying program, I work at ER. Usually I work for other doctors who are giving me some easy jobs / let me watch their work and quiz me during it, or help me with patients, or take general care of me and patients. Few days ago, my friend, let's call him Jason, and I work for ER Pediatric, who were dealing with something important and left us on our own for some time. It was evening, so there wasn't many staff out there. We had only green patients whose lives are not in any risk, so we went chronologically. Please have in mind that green patients usually wait few hours, especially at evenings or nights. I asked for a teenager boy with an infection, let's call him Mike, and then entitled mom EM started to yell at me. "What? This is pediatric ER, you need to take care of children first." I was shocked. "It's what I am doing, ma'am. We are not treating any adults here." "Why then are you calling for this man when my baby is waiting 20 minutes already?" I'm sorry, we have procedures." "My baby is going to die. He has a strong allergy and his little heart can stop beating in any second." I looked at this boy and he was sitting playing games on his phone with a little rush on his hands. His life was not in any danger. I told EM that someone is gonna take care of her son soon. I sent Mike to a dermatologist and asked him to come back only for my signature. After around 30 to 40 minutes, he knocked on my door, but I asked him to wait outside as I was with another patient. This is when Jason came to me asking why I named Mike a stupid lying brat and told him he has no right to be in this hospital. Mike's mom went to Jason with a complaint and I was as shocked as Jason. I went outside to check what was going on and Mike and his mom told me that EM was spreading those lies and kept on verbally attacking them. When I asked EM about this, she told me she had no idea what I was talking about and that this teenager lied for sure. As I didn't want any more harm or drama, I decided to take her kids sooner than I had in plan, making other parents annoyed as they waited longer. EM started to yell at me while she was going into the clinic room. "My son has a strong chocolate allergy and he will die if you will keep on not doing your job. We have procedures and we treat patients whose life is not in danger in chronological order. Has your son had any other symptoms other than this rush?" "No, but it starts with rushes and ends with heart attack. I read it all, he needs your help." "What is he allergic to?" "Chocolate." "How much did he eat?" "Some cake and he drank hot chocolate. Do something, his life is in danger." I looked at this little guy and he was fine. His heartbeat and breathing were okay. There was no other symptoms but a little rush. "All I can offer you is an ointment and an advice to not let your son eat chocolate when he is allergic to it. I think he's fine though, so we could discuss." "No, he's not fine. You are doing your job incorrectly. And don't tell me what my kid can or cannot eat. You are not old enough to be a doctor. You don't know anything while my baby is dying. Are you even a doctor? Well, I am a Stu. They shouldn't let kids take care of people whose life is in danger. You stupid cow. What do you think you are doing here? As she was screaming at me, I was too shocked to react. The doctor came back as he was notified about the situation by nurses. EM's attitude changed completely and she basically begged for help that stupid students couldn't offer. He asked her about the situation and walked out with her and her son. Later I had a talk about aggressive patients. The doctor told me that no matter how much we try, we can't fix his stupidity. The EM tried to lie some more about my behavior, telling the doctor that I had laughed at her son and did everything to make her avoid meeting with any doctor, and about making other patients cry. Also, she said that I was at the break most of the time. Doctor asked for Jason and he stood up for me and explained the whole story, even about Mike calling EM mental unstable right in front of her, which caused a bit of a trouble. Jason also told me that the doctor told EM that if she is ever aggressive again towards the staff, cops will be called. So I'm not defending the entitled mother or anything, like her behavior was pretty shitty, but I mean, I can understand why she will be like that. Like, okay, if I had a son or daughter and I know she or he is allergic to, I don't know, peanuts or whatever, like I have heard or I have read online that people have died of that, like they eat peanut butter or whatever or something like that. I have heard that even if you have an allergy of peanut, like if you kiss someone that ate peanuts, like you can die. So I will be super shocked, and I mean, I probably, like, I don't think I will be like that exactly, but I will be super anxious about it. And yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not defending her. She was pretty shitty, inventing all that stuff and being just super rude. But I mean, I kind of understand her side of the story, you know? But guys and girls listening, I would love to hear your comments about this story. Please let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for today, and bye.